foremost, I want to give thanks to you, Pastor. So my gratitude for allowing me to be up here. Thank highly of me and Lighthouse to even get in front of you all kids. Like I said, in this day and time, it's very important who you put in front of them.
That's right.
Who you allow to speak in their ears.
That's right.
Who you allow to impact them on a day-to-day basis. So I really want to say thank you, and I very much appreciate it. First and foremost, I got some people that came out to actually hear me speak. I spoke to them. I didn't know who was coming or not, but they showed up. First and foremost, the Dillard's family.
Amen.
My other buddy that I go by, I forget his name. I ain't even try to say his name. He told me he was coming Saturday. He said, I'm coming. I said, I hear you. And he showed up. I want to say I appreciate you first.
Amen.
You know, of course, I thank my wife. When they asked me to speak to the kids, and I was talking to Matt, and I said, what is going to be the topic? And then about a week later, she came back and said, fit for the kingdom. I said, wow. Man, fit for the kingdom. I've been running a long time. I never was fit for it. You know, I spoke with Tuck, who's a good friend of mine, who introduced me. And I say, man, it's amazing that I feel like I'm getting ready for a game. And I always told God, I said, well, the moment that I feel like I'm getting ready, I get the same adrenaline I got when I was running out of a tunnel. That's got to be what you have for me.
Amen. Amen.
Because where you going, Lee? I said, I got to go get my mind right because those are the regimens that I took that I was getting ready to go outside of the tunnel. I had to go in a whole other place.
Amen.
And every tunnel that I walked out of, every tunnel that I took, I still was not fit for the kingdom.
Come on, my God. Come on.
However many tackles I made, whatever that I do, I still was not fit for the kingdom because I didn't understand what it took to actually be fit for the kingdom.
Come on now. Yeah.
And I'm 31 years old and I'm still learning what it takes to be fit for the kingdom.
Come on,
So and I played that song when it says, fill me up, and then I was praying for the last 2 weeks. And I said, oh, it's something that I want to play before I get up there. You just put it on my heart. And that was the song I text Pastor Young now. I said, you got to play this song. Because the song, when it started talking about sacrifices, I was like, man, I was wondering why was I running out of the tunnel. I was wondering why was I doing all the things that I was doing. But I never understood everything I was doing was not for me. It was for me to stand here and hold my conversation to show you all.
Yeah.
So by that being said, I'm gonna relate. This is a scripture that I said got me through something. You don't even have to turn to your Bible. I'm gonna read it. I already got it around.
Amen.
It's Isaiah 41:10.
Come on.
This is my favorite. It said, do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with your victorious right hand.
Amen.
Another, Isaiah 66:19 says, I will not cause pain without allowing something new to be born, says the Lord.
Yes, sir.
One more time. I will not cause pain without allowing something new to be born, says the Lord.
That's my Lord. Yes, Lord.
Give y'all a small story. My wife don't even know my story. That's the crazy thing. You know what 7 years? She don't even know my story.
My God.
She know where I come from, but she don't know my story.
My God.
In 2003, I was sitting on the sideline of my high school. And this for young kids, I was going through the lack of laughing, didn't understand what my purpose was. But I know with no process, there's no purpose. When I get to my purpose, I would never understand it if I didn't go through a process to get to my purpose. So I was sitting on the sideline. I never forget it was a Wednesday. Goofing off, laughing with my friend like y'all do a lot of times here. Not really thinking that day can be your day. That your whole life changes forever.
Yeah.
And a guy walks out there, I never seen him before in my life. My coach never seen him before in my life. He says, Lee. I said, what? He said, yeah, Lee, you got right there laughing. What you laughing? I said, I'm just going through the motion. I had quit twice already. My 10th grade year. He said, all right, you go in the next play. I see something in you. I said, how you see something in me and I never got on the field before? He said, don't worry about that. Just go ahead and next play. My head coach was telling me, Coach, we just tried him out 1,000 times. He ain't going to do nothing. Well, that play I went in and ran reverse, I'll never forget it, and it changed my life forever. That guy was in my life 4 days. I'd never seen him before in my life. I never knew his name or nothing. He came for 4 days and it changed my life to this day.
Praise God.
From that point forward, now pretty much every accolade you can have in high school, went on to Alcorn State, graduated, went to play ball. That's all good and dandy. But after all my process, I never understood it until it was over. When I got done playing ball, I never understood my process until it was completely over.
My God, my God.
And I think about it like, man, where did that guy come from? He just walked in for 4 days, didn't know me, I didn't never know him, and never talked to him again, never seen him before in my life. Where did he come from? I say that to say this. The weirdest guy, weirdest person can come in your life and change your life forever.
Yes.
Do not neglect your blessing.
Come on.
One more time.
Amen. Come on, amen.
Woo!
Amen. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Young folks, I say this. And I got ADHD, I believe something, because I can't be still for a long time. I can't be still for a long time. But sometimes it's good to be still to receive what your blessing is.
Amen.
The things that you think not important be important 20 years from now.
Yes.
This world is evolving, this world is changing a lot and very, very fast. So man, it's a, man. This is, I'm going to keep on going a little bit for y'all right. I got a little more for you.
Amen.
Jeremiah 29:11 says,
Yes, God.
for I know the plans I have for you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Lord.
Plans to prosper you and not harm you.
Yes, God.
Plans to give you hope
Yes.
and a future.
Yes, God.
Amen.
Wow.
Amen.
Yes, God.
So at that point in time, my life was changing that I didn't even know, didn't understand. Why was it changing? Why was people coming in my life? Why did you all come in my life?
Amen.
It was already a plan for my future.
That's
Amen.
right. That's right.
As I stand here today, I very, very appreciate for every eye that look at me, every eye that understand what I'm trying to say to you.
Amen.
Because God do so many things in the invisible that our body would never understand. Our
That's
mind
right.
would understand why he's doing it.
That's so true.
This will be good. Efficient, but not effective. I did things right, but never did the right thing.
Oh, my God. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Efficient, but not effective. I did things right, but I never did the right thing.
That's good.
To give you every line I ran down, every tackle I made, I felt like I did things right. But not one time did I say, God, this is you doing this.
Come on.
You are the reason why I can run. You are the reason why I'm athletic. You are the reason why that I get on this field.
Come on now.
So I felt I was doing everything right, but I never once done the right thing. But said, thank you, Lord, for everything that you gave me.
My God. My God. My God.
So sometimes it's so easy to not be appreciative of what our parents allowed us to have.
Amen.
And that is life.
Amen. That's true.
It is so easy to not appreciate 9 months to get us life. Whew.
My God. Yes.
And that's why sometimes I laugh when people say, if I could just get this, I'll do this.
Come on.
If I could just get $1 million, I'll do this.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
If I can get a promotion in my job, ooh, I'll do this.
Come on. Come on.
what are you doing with the situation that you're in?
That's right. That's right.
Come on.
Man, if I could just be 6'9", I'll do this. What are you doing 5'9"?
All right.
Young men, young women, you're impactful. Sue said this morning when she was speaking, changing the world. Everybody holler out Martin Luther King. Yes, everybody said Martin Luther King and Barack Obama, etc. What about you?
Amen. That's right. Come on.
All they did was make a path for you to follow them to change something different that they did not see.
Come on. Come on now. Yes, sir.
Because what they have already seen has been written.
Yes.
So the human mind is already set on what they have already put in place.
Yes.
You can't change that. You can talk about it. You can make people understand it more. But what can you add to it to make people understand a little bit different from your point of view? Woo!
Yes, Lord.
I got a question. Do you still have the ability to accept what you don't understand?
Come on. That's good. That's good. Real good. Yeah, come on.
Do you know how hard it is for to be going through hard times and you don't understand why?
Come on.
Do you understand why when you're running and everybody around a little bit and you get tired at the end? Man, why are you pushing us so hard? But then in the fourth quarter of a game or whatever you may be doing, you understand it because you get that more push.
Yeah.
Because what you put out when no one is looking is what you get when the camera's on.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Come on.
When you open that Bible up at night and you say, Lord, help me understand this. Help me understand what it is for me to say tomorrow. I had no idea what I was going to say. My wife was like, leave what you got. I need to hear it. I said, the Lord has blessed me to be able to perform in very high situations. Because I can't write down what He done for me.
That's right. That's good. Come on.
I can't put my story on the paper because I never forget it because all I'm doing is explaining to you what I went through.
Yes.
Live it.
Man, I tell you. Man, oh man, oh man.
Amen.
It's a great day.
Yes, it is. Yes,
It's a great time.
Yes.
Imagine this. As a guy, I tell you, I was speaking with a guy. I'm going to give y'all the story. It's so easy to judge people as you ride down the road with them and they're not living how you live. It's so easy to put them in a category.
Come on.
And I was speaking to a guy across the phone. He was like, man, this guy's this. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. I said, let me ask you a question. The same guy that you're talking about today, he's a homeless individual. Where are you going with this? That homeless individual, when he was in your shoes, when he was 13, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I can promise you one thing. His dream was not to be in the situation that he was in.
That's right.
Different circumstances, as you say, situations, brought him to that. But with my God.
Yeah. With God. Come on now.
With my God.
Yes.
Sometimes all you got to do is bow down and knee and say, Lord, this is all I got.
Yes. All right now. Yes.
Lord, I am all that I have.
Yeah.
What can you do with what I'm giving to you?
Yeah. Come on now.
When that song say, fill me up, Lord, please fill me up.
Amen.
I feel like this is holding me back right here.
Amen. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Yes.
So when you come to Him and you say, Lord, this is all that I have, go to Him bold.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Don't go to Him saying, oh, Lord, I just want a little gas money to go get a little bit of my car. No, go to Him and say, Lord, I want a Aston Martin with a full tank of gas.
That's right. Come on, boldly before you on the break.
Because when you go to Him with $10 over gas, guess what He's going to say? That's all you got for me?
That's right.
That's all you
Come on.
So I got another story for you. Everything I'm telling you happened to me, not nobody else but me.
Come on, brother. Come on.
Come on.
Bring it on.
Game 16. I was in Tampa Bay. Had been hurt a little bit, running down the field. Bow, something hit me. Tore my hamstring, ripped to pieces. I was at that moment, I was like, man, oh, this is it. This is contract year. I'm going to make it. Whatever. This is what I'm going to do. Arm, leg on. I go to the sideline, go in the locker room. People like, oh, Lee, I'm sorry, blah, blah. And I'm saying to myself, like, man, Lee, you done messed up now. You got messed up now. I said, oh, why couldn't you just wait until I get in a situation so I can take care of my family, where I can make a little money to do this and do that? God spoke to me and said, Lee, that's all you got for me? Wow. He said, you think because you came from a town of 900 people, little project area,
Come on.
it was the only thing that I had for you?
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I said, Lord, I think that's a lot.
Come on.
I have never talked about these stories.
Come on.
As I lay on that bed, this is my conversation I have with him. And his words to me was, Lee, that's small things.
That's right. That's right.
Not knowing through that whole process that my story would change a whole lot of people's lives.
Come on. Amen. Amen.
I spoke at another church in Mississippi and I was telling this story and the guy says, after the service, he said, Lee, your story, whether you know it or not, changed my life. So all I can do is think about when I was laying on that bed and God said, Lee, the NFL not all that I have for you.
That's right.
Amen.
Come on,
Amen.
Come on.
Amen.
Hallelujah. God. Yes, God. Hallelujah.
And my voice went to this and said, Lord, if people view my life the way that they view my life, I got to take my life serious.
Amen. Amen.
Because people looking at me in a total different way, but I'm not taking my life as serious as they see it.
Yeah, my God.
Woo!
Jesus.
Young ladies and young men, fathers and mothers, it's a great time. It is a great time. Being fit for the kingdom.
Yes.
First of all, our mind frame got to be ready to accept what he's bringing to us.
My God. Yes, Lord.
Because he can tell you what he wants. But until you get in a position to where you're ready to accept it, you'll never understand.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Yes, God.
And you know, I wrote this down. This is crazy. Things come too fast, sometimes are very dangerous.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's good.
Yes, it is.
I didn't even know why I wrote this.
That's good.
And what's crazy, I wrote this the other day, and I didn't understand until I saw it right there.
Come on, come on, come on.
Things come too fast, sometimes they're too dangerous.
That's right. That's right.
Things come too fast, one more time, sometimes are too dangerous.
Come on, bring it on.
And all God put on my heart was to say about this whole thing was, we ask for so much. We want so many things with no foundation.
That's good. That's good. That's it.
That's the truth.
First hard times come, the hard as the wind blow, guess what happens? Everything you gave me is gone.
That's right. That's right.
Because I had nothing to hold it up in the first place.
Yes. Come on, come on. Yes, it is.
We pray, we ask, we think. We pray, we ask, and we think. What are we praying for? What are we asking? And what do we think about it?
Amen.
Things come too fast. Sometimes it's too dangerous.
Yes.
Yes, God.
I got one for you. I'm almost done.
Amen. Yes. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Can you still see God playing when it don't go the way you wanted it to
Come
go?
on now. Come on.
Come on now. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Can you still see God playing
Come on.
when it don't go the way that you want it to go?
Come on. Come on. Come on, brother.
Ha! It goes right back to what I just said. We pray. We want to receive it. But what do you do when you pray for something that don't go the way that you prayed for?
Come on.
Do you actually relate back to what you prayed for?
Come on.
So many oftentimes when we pray to be great, we pray to be fast, we pray to be jump high, we want to be the best athlete in the school, we want to do all that. But what about when we the slowest athlete in the school?
Mm-hmm.
That prayer that you pray to ask him for, that you really believe in the moment you was praying for.
Mm-hmm.
It is so easy to pray for something. God gives you a situation after your prayer, and you don't even believe what you got off your knees to pray about.
My Lord, Jesus Christ.
We say we're Christians, we say we're saints. Until time get the hard and the other half.
Come
Come
on.
on. Come on. Come on.
Yes,
Come on.
That's right, brother. Come on.
Preach.
Now, I thought we preached for kids. I don't know what that I don't know where he put me right now. I'm sorry. He put me in a place.
Let him take it. Let him take it.
Hey, if they understand rap videos and they understand everything else, why they can't understand
That's
what
right.
the Lord
That's
put
what
on
we
our
better
heart?
There you go. That's right.
They learn the dance move. They learn how to sing.
That's right.
Huh. Why you can't learn how to pray and thank God?
Amen.
That's right.
Yes. That's right. Amen.
Come on.
Amen.
Well, I was about to say it come to the end. Unfortunately, it did.
Amen. Amen.
Whew.
Amen.
We can,
Amen.
we will,
Amen.
we must.
Amen.
Yes.
We can,
Amen.
we will,
We will.
we must.
We must.
Lee, why do you speak with so much aggression? Because I'm talking about my life.
Amen.
Come on.
Amen. Amen.
Somebody had nerd asked me that. Y'all believe that?
Amen.
We can,
We can.
we will,
We will.
we must.
We must.
I don't need an alarm clock. My passion wakes me up.
Oh, yes.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
That's good.
That's right.
Amen.
We can,
We can.
we will,
We will.
we must.
We must.
My God.
I have learned it, the things along the process to withstand the purpose when you get there. I have learned the things along the process to withstand the purpose when you get there. Everybody can get a purpose, but everybody can't hold it.
There you go. Come on. There you go.
Come on.
There you go.
Come on.
We go through a process, we receive our purpose, but don't know how to hold it.
Come on. Come on.
We go through the process, He gives us our purpose, but we can't stay there. Why is that?
Jesus. Come on.
Pastor Hank, get down.
I'm gonna let you flow.
That's the word I like. That's what I like. Because there are so many times throughout the process that we take shortcuts.
My God.
Come on.
Come on.
Just because you go through the process and get to the purpose don't mean you took the right route through the process.
There you go.
Amen. Amen.
Did I get too deep?
No. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on, brother.
Come on.
You can cheat the process and feel like you got to the purpose.
Come on, come on.
But it never was God's purpose.
That's right. There you go. That's it. Come on.
Witchcraft.
Amen.
I'm gonna end with this. I'm gonna try to sit down, y'all. I want you guys to know. We ask God for what we want. He gives it to us. We ask God for every blessing that we ask Him for, and He gives it to us. Everything that we ever asked Him for in our life, He says yes. Ha. What do you do when you say no?
Oh my God. Come on now. Come on now.
What do we do when He says no? You go to process, you go to purpose.
Amen.
We can,
We can.
we will,
We will.
we must.
We must.
I appreciate y'all for tonight. It's been an honor.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Amen. Right.
I really want to appreciate y'all.